This is the Pine Men.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, and welcome to another disco stream.
That's where we're at. This is the Pine
I
Men.
hope that you guys have really been enjoying all these streams. We've been getting a lot of views now, so I know that you've only watched about this much of it, so I hope that you continue watching a little bit longer.
Yeah, good to throw that out in the beginning. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we'll have to edit.
Stick around. Stick around.
Yeah, I got to remember to edit out that little intro parts that, get hit with it right away. The reminder.
Yeah. I feel, it might be interesting to do like an intro and then the theme song.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, actually, maybe let's try to.
I think that might be good. Yeah. Next time we'll do that because I feel like especially when on YouTube with the little previews. I don't know. It does that on my TV at least.
Yeah.
It'll like play a preview of like the first few minutes. So it'd be better to have that than just the music playing.
I think you're definitely right about that.
All right, let's get into it. We last time we talked to the Crabman. We got the password for the computer.
Yes, we did.
So I guess we'll start there.
Yeah, let's right over to the computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke with like you said, the Crabman, who is like a religious zealot at this point, but in like a very unique way. And he's, I don't know how much of a zealot he is when he's just pretty much trying to do his own thing, but
Yeah, he's an interesting character.
Yeah. Pair of shoes over here? I didn't see these.
I still wonder if anything happens if you run in here.
Yeah, right. Actually, maybe I should. Why can't I click this?
Because you already picked them up. I think it might be a glitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're right. We're wearing those shoes. I'm running now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing's happening. Okay.
All right, let's can you click on that glass?
Yeah, let's see.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Dei.
Dolores Dei.
All right.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress.
Did we learn about her before?
Dolores Dei. I don't know.
I'm not sure if I'm remembering from like the time that I played or the time that we've played. I don't remember if the I feel like the lady with the boat talks about her at some point or something.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Either
you only
her
played for
or,
a few hours.
Yeah, I played like the
first
section. I got the body down.
Yeah,
I got to that point. But like, I don't know.
Maybe.
I feel like I remember her name, or maybe it was Anyway, let's find out.
All right.
Should we kneel?
Let's kneel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
Show
not?
some respect.
Yeah. Why not? Let's do it.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Look up or close our eyes?
Let's close our eyes first. Let's be in that moment.
Yeah.
The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you, it covers you from the wind outside. The ocean feels distant, its ebb and flow blocked off by the centuries-old pinewood sarcophagus around you.
All right.
In the darkness, you sense her eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope.
We have become the Pine Man in a pinewood sarcophagus. All right. Good joke. All right. So
I love it.
All right.
Pop those bad boys
open. Okay, let's open the eyes.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive.
Dude, look at how much morale we have. Like freaking 9.
I know, right? And we always gain
we-
more health too when we do these.
We have a good emotional
yeah,
hold on ourselves.
yeah, seriously.
We can take a lot of abuse.
Yeah, we're used to it, I guess. All right, let's.
Not a lot of health though. We're a weak man.
Yeah, exactly. We're mentally strong. Well, we're just more like, we have a big. We're mentally shut down, basically, so things can't really hurt us. That's what I like.
Okay,
to
so what is the smile on her lips representing?
It's saying that she's acknowledging the passing of someone who is still alive. You. It's compassion, remorse, mourning. It's not possible to live.
Maybe mourning?
Yeah, let's say that. I like that.
Basically just the vibe that we're getting from her face.
Yeah, yeah. And if this is and it's saying like she's acknowledging the passing of someone who's alive, you. So it's like, how would someone feel if they looked at us that way? I feel like they would be mourning the tragedy of,
Yeah.
of, you know,
Our being.
what was, yeah, and what now is. Okay, let's do it.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same? Okay, we're religious now.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
Okay, we're looking good on this
72.
one. Okay.
72.
Are these are both white? Okay.
Maybe it's possible that. Maybe let's first start with this is Dolores Day.
Okay, sure.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the Dolorian Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the Small Pinewood Church in some records.
You know of the
Small
place?
Pinewood. I fucking love that there's so many pine references in this game. We couldn't have picked a better game to play.
Right? I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
All right, you knew of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
Okay. What else do you know?
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Let's say what else do you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Even if we don't care, I'd rather avoid saying okie dokie. No, I'm just kidding. I've said that a few times in my life, I'll admit it. All right.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials.
Okay.
We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps.
Damn, to be totally honest, it's almost like the lynching is like... I pretty much forgot about it, you know, more or less, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
What
much
do
other
we even
stuff
need to
dive
do with
into.
that? Is it just because we just have to talk to the Hardy Boys again?
Yeah,
right?
I think we gotta like confront them for real and try to get more out of them, I guess. But you know, hopefully we pick up some other stuff along the way to help us with that, because I don't even know at this point what to say.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we need authority, I think, to
Yeah,
get
that
them to
was
tell
what
us
it
more
was.
stuff.
Yep. Which we have picked up some items that give us that. So hopefully.
Yeah, when we'll get back there eventually.
Right, because it's almost nighttime
turn
anyway.
in the. Yeah, well, we got a new place to live.
Oh,
too,
true.
in the fishing
I keep
village.
forgetting about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, we have to go back there for a few things anyway, like to the working class thing, and like figure that out, and then like the cryptozoologist as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Some bad news and some good news. Well, at least
Probably
one
not.
of them gets their husband back. So,
Yeah.
all right. All right, let's carry on. Okay, we should be respectful here. Okay.
Respectful. Is the lieutenant a follower of Delorianism?
Is he?
There it is again. A small pang of guilt. It's time to ask him what happened here.
Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a
Yeah.
theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Okay.
Who conducted this raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I
Oh,
can't
were
be
we
sure.
there?
Oh boy. Yeah. I hope not.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I look around. I guess I could have been here, or I don't remember
Yeah.
being here. Could have been here?
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah, I guess. Let's do that one.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
Alright. If I was here, I should find out what I was doing, or better to forget about it. Probably this one, right? 3?
Find out what. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I honestly, in this game, any option that gives us more story on our past, I want to do.
That's what I'm thinking too, yep.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Okay.
Let's ask him if he's a follower of DeLoreanism.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
Oh, actually, he literally says, stroke your chin first. I didn't think you were spiritual. I don't like her. She looks like a lever. Oh.
Oh my god.
There's that trauma
oh
coming
my
in.
god. So funny.
Yeah.
Maybe let's do the
Yeah, let's do it. I also like to keep it open-ended sometimes to see where the game takes us.
The woman
Let's do
looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I didn't think you were spiritual? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Okay. So it's like a code of conduct type
Yeah,
of
I
deal.
guess so. Okay.
Moral.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with
How did I know?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to try to put on any clothes or anything? Do we
Let's might as well check. Let's might as well check.
Because do we
Because
have...
it'd be annoying as hell to fail that shit.
Sorry, what was it again that we need?
Encyclopedia was one of them.
I think
And
they were...
visual calculus and encyclopedia.
Okay. So...
We're getting +1 visual calculus right now from something.
Okay.
-1.
Minus...
Okay, well, visual calculus jacket. Well,
Plus, okay. Okay.
oh, we have those. Do we have? Yeah, those eyeglasses have +2 encyclopedia.
These ones? Nice.
Yep.
How do you remember that?
I remember because they are like really nerdy glasses and it makes sense.
Yeah. We lost visual calculus, so if we go to the next one, we'll just pop that up.
Okay, cool.
Is this minus? Yeah. Alright, I think we're good. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So
okay, cool.
just these glasses give visual calculus. Okay. Alright,
Okay.
so, and we're not, are we taking away any encyclopedia? I don't know.
No, we got +1 encyclopedia and +2 encyclopedia and +1 visual calculus that we can get to +2 if we switch the glasses.
Alright, let's go for
The
some
mother
stuff.
of humanism
Yeah,
stands
there we
above
go.
you.
Yeah.
A precious and complex wax painting
Okay.
on a single pane of glass.
Alright, we already
A
saw
crack
that.
runs across the length
Yeah,
of
hit
her
it.
body, her face oval and sad.
Okay, how did I know this is the mother of humanism? How did I know? Okay.
Despite the
There it
damage
is.
you've done to yourself,
Nice.
the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Dei, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
So she is the mother of the welfare state.
Yeah. The innocence.
Okay, she sounds pretty cool. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state.
Yeah, I feel like this one's supposed to be kind of like a. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into this, but I feel like this is like supposed to represent like. Kind of. Well, he's like a moralist, right? Kim, is he?
Yeah.
Like, you know, which is kind of just.
Kim's a moralist.
Which is
for the most
basically
part.
like. I don't know. Like, I think it sounds like it's like. A liberal who's like.
Yeah.
Also Christian or something, you know, where it's like,
Yeah, it's
well,
just,
we can't just provide these people with what they need, but we should just like allow them every opportunity to do it themselves, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
which, yeah, 'cause
But this one says the welfare state, which is interesting. But
right. So maybe I don't know. When I think about, I don't know. For some reason, what I'm getting out of it is more like the welfare state as like. Let's not restructure society. Let's just make sure that we just like, you know, help them out a little bit, you know. Maybe I'm just being too cynical because of.
It feels more like you just like socialist, like, you know, like liberal socialism.
Maybe. Okay.
Something like that. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, let's see what it is.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the
Brain
deluge
thing.
and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Okay, there's a lot here.
I think we could probably run through it.
Yeah, what exactly is an innocence? Okay.
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
Oh, so like a saint.
A
I guess.
ruler?
A tyrant? Which one do you think we should say here?
Well, maybe say a tyrant so we can find out if they're tyrannical or not.
Okay.
In a way, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate inauthentic rule should it coincide with our time.
All right.
Interesting. So they're like an extra. They're like there's a ruler of the party, and then they're like a figurehead, like a queen type of thing.
I guess so, right?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere between like a
Yeah, like a like a prime.
and like a
Isn't the idea of like a prime minister supposed to be like originally like that or something?
yeah, and but like also like somehow saintly.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Let's see.
An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed
That's
into
cool.
decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is it? Because the first half of that makes me be like, oh, actually, yeah, it is a tyrant. You know?
Yeah. It's a different like a. Yeah, it would be like that's actually an interesting thing to think about for a second. Is like the way that we look at like, you know, saint like, or even like honestly even like the way that some people look at Donald Trump or something like that, or the way that people look at religious fake people look at saints and blah blah blah. It's like you probably couldn't convince them that they could do like Jesus, right? Could Jesus do anything wrong? No. Anything that he would say would be right, and you know that's
exactly.
the right thing.
That's
interesting.
The thing that validates what he said is the fact that he's the one saying it, right? So
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And actually, you're right. That does apply to like for a lot of people like Donald Trump and
anything with like a real cult following, like is like.
And others too. I mean, it's not just him, but you know, he's obviously the biggest example in our current times, I guess. All right, is one in office now? Let's find out. I doubt it.
No, we are alone.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Mawindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
Okay.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé, Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
All right.
Or just beyond beauty. What a line.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah. All right, so that's convenient that she's exalted to, like, a near godly status when she was, like, a woman of the court, wife of an influential... I don't know what this word means, but...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Marchese.
Yeah. All right, so let's see.
Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed.
Where is this coming from?
Yeah, right? Where is this coming from? That feels like the right thing to say.
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
Okay.
No, you must know.
Nice, okay, yeah. Okay, what else? Yeah. Was she
Yeah,
smart?
we
Yeah, I don't want to... I do want to poke a little further.
mm-hmm.
All right. What else? Was she smart?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman.
Interesting.
All right.
She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state, a scalpel, a piercing gaze.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting a little more, you know,
Mm-hmm.
into what this all entails.
She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over
Wow.
heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene, the navigator, sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on.
Okay.
She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history, the DeLorean era.
Okay. Wow, or I don't care. I don't know.
Wow, I think.
Yeah, all right. Wow.
I can't
Indeed.
not
Sorry.
When
sorry.
her innocence
No, you're good,
was
you're good.
declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
I can't not see DeLorean and think Mandalorian.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Okay, so she was actually so overcome that her lungs started glowing in real life.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
Oh, interesting. That's unique.
Yeah, right? I wonder what that, like... That's kind of weird. I actually want to know more about that. Okay, so I want more.
Give it us.
As did we all. The lands of the Mess and the Occident, and even far away Supreme Windy. Altogether, 21 of the 40 Mundial nations of the time immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning.
Her crowning?
In a city called Advesperalskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
She must have been beautiful, or the very genuine, I don't care how she looked. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me.
God.
Uh,
Copium.
yeah, exactly. Which one are we
She must have
thinking?
been beautiful. She must have been beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. We won't try to repress those feelings.
I don't care. I don't care how she looks.
It doesn't even hurt when I think about it, man. Like what? All right. She must have been beautiful.
Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect
Oh.
mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well.
Okay. We know this well.
All right.
Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by Secret Servicemen.
Then what?
And
One
what?
of the men in this Secret Service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Dei was not entirely human, but something else.
All right. This is cool.
Uh-huh.
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the innocents.
Okay.
Dolores Dei was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes.
Okay. So it was a.
Okay.
It was one of her Secret Service members who did it, I guess.
Yeah. So she must have something interesting happening.
I guess if we're believing this person.
Yeah.
All right.
This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as
Okay.
well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, was there something terrifying about it?
Yeah. Let's find out.
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
Is that true, or is that just because we don't like the way it makes us feel?
I think we need to know. We have plenty of morale. We could take it.
Yeah. No, there was something bad about her, and I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Dei, constantly surrounded by her Theriers.
Yeah.
She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
Now we're getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerated into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Margritte were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity.
Huh. Nice. I like that. They threw that,
That
in
is
there.
interesting.
Crush dissenters with the army of humanity. By the innocents. It's the innocents sent the army of humanity to crush our dissent. Our dissenting
Mhm.
fort.
Ooh.
Suggesting
Yeah.
those who fight against it are not part of humanity.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Dude, the fucking rhetoric machine, man.
Yeah.
Here's a little interlude. Fucking hell. What's going on right now with the fucking the weird trans and gay bills that are trying to be pushed around, and how they're just basically calling anyone who's gay or trans a pedophile
Oh
is
my
fucking
god.
insane.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking insane, and I can't deal with it. Anyway,
Yeah, well, Man, maybe we gotta
it's fucking
focus
it's
up
just,
on
it's
that
just
on Wednesday or
fucking
something.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
It's like, it's literally like,
Like really, it's like, what century are we even in? You know?
that's yeah.
Right?
We're on the verge of World War III. Is what's happening.
Yeah. Weird ass time.
I just can't. I can't. Every time I hear about it, I'm not going to turn this off. I can't think about this. It's just too much.
Yeah.
It's the most disturbing thing that's happened in a while. I feel
Right.
like even it's more disturbing than fucking Putin invading Ukraine.
Well, depending on who you are, but no, like on a human, like,
Disturbing on a it's just disturbing on an intellectual level.
yeah, like
War makes more sense to me than just calling it somebody who is a little different than you a fucking pedophile.
right. I can honestly see that. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but like, it's like, yeah, no, it's just. I don't know. I don't want to get like so
They're grooming
into it,
the
but-
they're grooming
yeah,
the kids.
The
They're grooming
grooming
the
is what I
kids.
was, like. I saw this compilation of like different news outlets, like, you know, of course, like, you know,
Oh.
all like right wing ones, being like just like grooming. They're grooming. They're grooming. They're grooming your children.
Oh
They're
my
grooming your
fucking
children. It's
God.
like, oh my god, like why? What you are literally the like the stuff that you claim to warn people about. Oh, you know. Well, I said I didn't want to get too into it, but it's like
Well,
all the
I'm
warnings
down.
about like, you know, and I'm not even. I don't mean this from a religious point of view.
Yo, we can switch scenes and talk about this for a sec.
Okay.
Try it. Let's try it.
Here,
try it.
yeah,
We've
let's
never
try.
done it
We've
before.
never done this before, so like, let me see if this works properly because we've been talking about doing this. There we are. Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right.
So just taking a
Let's-
quick
let's
break
do
for the
this.
game. It's like the actual like. I don't know. I kind of am losing my train of thought now.
One of you're talking about the news.
Yeah, like, oh, so like, you know, a lot of this comes from like, you know, it's supposed to be like because they have the power of religion on their side, so that's why they must fight this crusade against the groomers and all that, you know, that's their words.
Mhm.
And it's like, you are actually the thing that like Jesus and them like warn about like the influencing the people who are going to try to influence you and come like as a friend who's you know, beautiful and enticing, who's just, you can trust me, like I have your interest in mind, just listen to me. And how is that going to benefit but yet what they're doing is like directly going to cause people to be killed or have their lives ruined or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it might sound
It's-
extreme to some people, but it is true, you know.
The thing is, like, I've never understood the idea that like, just the idea of simply don't talk about it.
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
It's the stupidest way, and it's such a symptom of just like deep seated like repression and just fucking trauma, like we talk about sometimes. It's just like,
yeah.
it's like no. If you even let the kids know that gay people or trans people exist, they're going to become gay and trans. And
Right.
if you think that is a real thing that can happen, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You're an idiot.
No, it's true. I mean, I don't know. It's just
Oh
like,
my god.
I mean, hey, and look, even trying to be as nice as possible, if you think that, you know, maybe, you know, you're either an idiot or you're like just, you haven't given it the thought that maybe it deserves. Well, definitely, if you think that, you should really rethink it, you know. But if you
Yeah.
like, I don't know, just ask yourself, why would you think that? Like, if you agree with that type of thing, that like, oh well, you know, young children being exposed to these ideas of homosexuality and, you know, transgender, you know,
Mm-hmm.
issues, whatever, are like or simply the existence of transgender people. Let's really just call it what they want to prevent people from learning about. And
Mhm.
it's like, if you think that that's actually going to make kids say, you know what, yeah, I think I do want to go I think it would be fun to live a life of, you know, hardship because of bigotry and all this stuff, you know, like, what do you
just
think?
for just for fun.
Yeah, it's the same people who think that if you allow universal health care, that people are going to start going to the doctors and going to the hospital for fun or something, apparently.
Yeah.
That's what they think is going to
right,
happen.
right.
You're going to have to wait in
Oh,
line
fuck
because,
God.
you know, everybody's going to just
Everyone-
say, I want to spend my weekend at the doctor's office. That sounds fun.
Everyone immediately becomes a hypochondriac, as if that's not already a fucking
exactly.
thing.
So instead, what we really need to do to make sure that people feel good and that they don't go to the doctors for fun is to basically incentivize production of pharmaceuticals that do not like prevent illness or cure it, or cure mental health issues or prevent them in the first place, or restructure society in a way where we can learn to not hate ourselves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No, we got to give you like basically like heroin and stuff so that you can like numb the pain. That's what's going to make it better. Yeah, exactly. Numb the pain just enough so you can get to work for that, for your
so what are we
for
doing?
your 8 to 12 hours, whatever it's going to be, you know.
What are we doing? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I got into like a conversation / like minor argument with someone at a bar the other day about like, this is changing the topic even more, but who cares?
It's okay. Having fun with
about
it.
like about guns and stuff.
Okay.
And I totally understand like the argument against guns,
Yeah.
but I was like, I think a more reasonable way of looking at it is more so an argument for mental health, like for like understanding mental health and like making it seem like an extremely reasonable thing for people who, you know, might want to go shoot people with a gun to instead maybe like feel a little bit more seen and go, you know, get the help that they need, and not like.
I couldn't agree more, and it's
You
just yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no, I just think like I think like putting a lot of emphasis on like the way that we think about stuff is the problem. You know, it's like everything else is secondary. You know, even with like just like, you know, trans and gay stuff, it's just like the way that we think about it, or like the negative ways that we think about it. That's the problem.
Right.
You know, that's the problem.
Right. It's just like anything else. Like, you know, okay, take a look at, all right, I don't know, whatever. Like, just take a look at, like, this is kind of a weird example, but for some reason this is what's coming to mind. All right, here in America, we would look at the way that people in, for example, like North Korea, the way they look at their president or whatever, you know? And they like worship him and all this stuff. But yet we go around here and we don't even think about that. To them, it's like consuming their life, you know, like from what we see on TV and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
It's like such a big thing. And I believe that that is pretty, you know, it's accurate. I have no reason to believe it's not.
Yeah.
And like that, you know, they're like, it's a huge part of their life. They're thinking about it. It's like ingrained in their society and their every individual. And here, we don't even care about that. It's like the most irrelevant thing in the world to us. How often are you thinking about Kim Jong-un when you wake up in the morning? Like, you know what I mean? And
yeah, barely.
Like, yeah, barely. Every once in a while, he creeps in. But
honestly, every once in a while, I do think about him. But
yeah, but what do you call it? Like, basically, with this type of thing, it's just like, do you realize people who are out there obsessing over this, thinking that like, oh, we got to stop the groomers, aka just the normal human beings who happen to be homosexual, or they're just different than you, and you are living your life thinking like that this is some crusade that you have to be on to try to like prevent them from existing or something, or just pretend they don't exist or something. It's like, you can just take a step back. Like, it's okay. You don't have to do this. Like, in fact, you're only hurting people, you know? And that's a weird thing, but in my mind, it makes, like, the connection I'm trying to make is, like, for someone like me and you and just, like, a huge number of people, what a trans person does in their life never stresses me out. Never. It's never concerning me. It's never, and it's not about just allow it to happen and then just ignore all the terrible things that are happening. I promise you, no terrible things are happening. Like, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and it's fucked up too, because there's like plenty of valid like arguments within like trans stuff. Like I like there's some stuff with like, you know, like hormones in children. Sure,
that's a conversation.
There,
yeah.
You know, and then like hormones in sports, you know, or and stuff like that. Like, sure, there's a conversation there, but there's just simply blanket statement.
Yeah.
If there is a queer teacher, they're grooming your children.
Yeah,
into being queer as well.
Right.
Also, fucking good. Everyone should be a little bit more queer, I think.
Honestly, I really think that the world would be a better place, but
yeah, it'll get there. It's the same way. This is a fucking maybe a stupid fucking comparison, but same with fucking tattoos. You know, remember when like even when I was kids, having like tattoos was like, you're never gonna be able to get a job if you have tattoos.
Right.
there's no problem getting a job if you have tattoos.
Yeah. No, I see the comparison. I mean, it's just
You know
the
what
way
I mean?
that
It's become completely normal now.
yeah, it's just the way that society just seemingly, if you eliminate like Christian conservatism and stuff like that from the equation and just pretend like that didn't exist,
Yeah.
it is just, and you heard someone go around and be like, well, you don't deserve to be able to work and earn a living and produce a product because, like, you have ink under your skin on your arm. Like, so you can't do it. Like, you would be like,
Yeah. That invalidates all of the knowledge that
like,
you have about the thing. And
you would be like, are you, like, having a schizophrenic episode? Like, the ink isn't going to hurt you. Like, it's fine. And it's just the same way that it's like, some guy has a boyfriend and it's like, you're sitting there at dinner with your wife and you're thinking about like, I need to do something about this. It's like, you really don't,
Yeah, you're good. Just shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just so insane. We've talked about that multiple times though, but just the people need to fucking mind their business and just
right.
People are people. We're all just people. We're all just trying the best that we can to live in this shitty ass world that is actively being destroyed by wealthy people.
Right, by the very people who are doing that. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, whatever. We'll get back to the game in a sec, but it's just like, you think about also like, I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm in a talkative mood today, so it's like, all right, so you kind of take a look at stuff like same thing with, just the same way that like the fact that some guy is on a date with another guy right now, it's okay. You can relax. You can enjoy your life. You don't have to go on Facebook and post this whole thing about how like we need to change the laws and burn books and stuff like that. Yeah. Because freedom.
Burning
you have to burn the books because of freedom. Like
I have such an issue on both sides, honestly. I mean, I don't really hear too much about the left burning books, but the left, I know that they have issues with people writing books about things they don't agree with. But fuck it, write a book, sell it. If people buy it, they buy it. But it's like, I can't deal with that shit. I can't deal with don't tell anybody about this.
Right.
Because this knowledge is dangerous.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. If the knowledge is so dangerous, and once again, and I don't mean this in a way like I don't actually think this, but it really is like hard to rationalize. It's like, what are you trying to talk? What are you really trying to say when you say that? Like, what? Okay, basically, this sounds like a homophobic thing, but I don't mean it like that. I just genuinely mean like, if you're so concerned that hearing about gay people is going to turn kids gay, if you think it's like you're hanging on by that much little of a thread to try to keep your heterosexuality afloat, maybe just go out there and do some stuff, experiment a little bit, and like seriously, like I mean, you'd probably be a lot happier, and and you'd realize like you're not doing any of that other weird stuff that you think is going on.
It's just like, it's so fucking funny to think that there are people who are like, if my child learns about gay people, they will become gay.
Yeah, exactly. It's insane. And then like you get the argument with like trans people where, I mean, one of the big things that's like brought up every time anyone talks about this is like, oh well, you got to think about the trans bathrooms, and it's like I feel stupid even talking about it because this is such an obvious
wasted
piece of manufactured outrage that some think tank funded by by media or like companies are like or political not companies, you know what I mean, like groups that like strategize for like politicians and stuff. They want to talk. They want people obsessed over this bullshit. Yeah, they want people to be afraid that, oh my God, what if your daughter goes to the bathroom and there's like a muscular person in there and like they might get like assaulted in some way and blah blah blah. And it's like, what like who hurt you that badly that you're so scared all the time? Like really,
it's literally just like they are just actively disgusted by anybody who's not just straight up regular.
Right. Meanwhile,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude,
in their eyes, it's like just the regular old guy, just the guy, and because you know how it is. Like, let's be honest. I mean, Christianity and child abuse has never had any kind of history. I mean, let's be honest.
Heard of
There's
it.
no
never,
one
ever heard of that.
Yeah, Christianity is the safest place in the world for children, and
Dude, and the funny thing too is like, if it's like a multi-person bathroom, right?
Yeah.
a regular dude, who's a molesty guy, can just open that door. And go in.
That's true. Yeah, it's like that's what it is. I really want to go commit
it's just
heinous.
simply about, the whole fucking thing is just simply about people feling comfortable in their life. That's it.
Right, exactly. Literally, pretty much, it's so sad and scary when you think about the fact that all this outrage, all the suffering that people have to endure because of other people's ignorance and their stupidity, basically, is really just stems from, like, you know, when you're just like, I don't know, you're walking down the street, and then, like, okay, you're walking down the street and then you see like a little bit of, like, I don't know, this is a weird comparison. Basically, it's just like, I don't know, like, my point, I'm trying to make a comparison, but it's like, it's hard. I don't want to compare people to something that they shouldn't be compared to or whatever. But basically, it's like,
well, metaphorically.
Yeah, it's just that feeling, like, okay, a good example would be, I guess, like, you know that feeling when you're just, like, walking down the street and you see someone kind of, like, I can't think of an example that's not, like, going to sound offensive. I don't know, like, but
okay, well,
it's
we don't want to offend anybody.
Right, that's not my intention at all. I'm just trying to think of an example of someone walking down the street and then they see something that just makes them a little uncomfortable. They're just like, ooh, what's that? Like, oh,
like there's like a man holding like a machete.
Yeah, but I don't want to compare, like, being a gay person or being a trans person is like being a man with a machete, because that person with the machete actually pose a real risk. My point is, like,
oh yeah,
just
no
something that's just like, I don't know. The only comparison I could think is you see someone wearing, like, some, like, bright clothing. But I mean, honestly, like, there's overlap there sometimes for some people. Obviously, not all gay people are like that. Not even close. I don't mean that. But, like, I'm just saying, like, that's just, like, in their mind, that's what it would be like. But I'm just saying, like, you just see something that's just like, oh, ooh, I don't really like that. That just made me feel a little icky for no reason. Like, it just made me feel that way. So, like, now I want to pretend they don't exist.
A bloody guy. Maybe a guy who's bloody.
Right, but even that
like,
brings about concern.
Like,
you would genuinely be like, why is that person bloody? There is possible danger around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't think of an example, because, like, it's like, I don't know. Like, more of an example would be just, like, you go to your local cafe, and, like, they changed the interior a little bit. They just, like, moved the chairs around a little bit. And you're like, oh, I liked it better the way it was. You're not going to be like, oh, I need to make it so that that's exactly the type of thing I'm trying to get at. It's just a little something that just makes you be like, wait, but I don't like it. I don't like it personally.
There
so, like,
be a law preventing
why aren't they imposing laws federally that outlaw this type of behavior? I didn't like it for 2 seconds when I saw it. You know, like.
God.
So
it's literally yeah.
And then they go around and they start talking about, and it is actually pretty good, because then they don't stop there. They get together with powerful organizations like the church, and then they start committees, and then they donate money to politicians who are gonna support their beliefs. That if you sign a contract to do some interior decoration that doesn't coincide with the original design of that cafe that you enjoyed, they should be put in jail. You're only allowed to design it that way because you just didn't like the way it made you feel when you saw it that one time. That's it. You know, like,
it's completely it's literally insane. I feel like, I mean, it's I wish that there, you know, this is the importance of education, boys and girls.
Yeah, but
and everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly right, and that's the problem. The importance of education is important because it allows you to get the perspective to be able to look at this in a healthy way that makes sense, and be able to think for yourself and be rational about it and be empathetic. But if you learn that, then who's going to hate everybody? You need to make sure that people are so stupid that they can keep the hate going, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, in the future,
who's going to vote for a Republican?
Right. In the future, if we just let people learn, if we allow people to learn, are you kidding me? There could be devastating consequences, like people being treated equally and not being afraid to exist and stuff like that.
Maybe
that would
capitalism
suck.
ends.
Yeah, exactly. Exploitation goes away. Damn, that would be awful.
Fucking people no longer grinding.
Right. Because then how are we supposed to let everyone know that we're the best? Like, we're better than them, and they might not remember that because unless we can set up we're so superior that all we have to do, we're so inherently superior that all we have to do to make people realize it is fundamentally designs every single aspect of society to make it so that we have the power of state violence protecting the idea that we're superior.
Yeah.
So it's obvious. I mean, people just know it,
Obviously.
but like you just gotta kind of like hire a couple million armed and armored people to go around the streets and use violence against anybody who doesn't do what we say. So yeah,
Easy.
it's pretty simple. And if there's if on the other side of the world or for some reason someone's doing something we don't like, we'll just spend like $1 trillion a year almost, and we'll just like blow them up, so that they remember that we're the good ones.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, this is a rant. We haven't talked about this
makes a lot
stuff
of-
in a while, so it's kind of building up.
Anyway,
Yeah, I guess
Let's get
maybe
back
let's get
into
back to the game. Okay.
education is very important.
Yeah,
Educate
for
yourself.
sure.
Everyone's just trying to be a person, so leave them alone.
Exactly. All right. There's that transition. Hopefully it was smooth. Okay. All right. So
Anyway,
back
let's
to
continue.
this. Yeah. Oh man. It's like.
I was just thinking like it could be cool if we like streamed for like long periods of time and like just played a game and also talked and stuff. That could be fun.
100%. If we had, to be honest, I mean, it's great, and I want to do that, and I will do that. But just if people were hopping in the chat, chiming in, man, that would just be the cherry on top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like like the longer we're doing it, the more likely that might happen.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
for sure. Yeah.
Hopefully it does. If anyone says this, feel free to come join us next week.
Yeah, and you can say whatever you want. It's all good.
Yeah.
We won't
Call us
attack you or
pathetic.
anything like that. Yeah, exactly. Let's just talk about it. I would prefer to like hear why someone would think like that's pathetic, because obviously maybe we're being a little. To me,
Nah, I think
I
that-
genuinely see it that way, but maybe someone thinks we're being hyperbolic or maybe like looking at it the wrong way. I don't know exactly. I mean, let's be honest about these types of things. You're not going to change my mind, but like, maybe I'll at least get a little more insight as to how someone else is looking at it, and maybe I don't know. It could be mutually
Yeah.
beneficial or something to maybe
Yeah.
understand how to let people know that they're not right about it. And you could be the person to to help us with that. So yeah, okay, all right, let's carry on. All right, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity, right? So yeah, that's what got us into this. The dissenters were suppressed by the military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. Beautiful. We love that.
All right. Continuing.
She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Dei often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the percentage. Mare interregnum.
Okay.
Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Dei to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her.
Gotcha. So she's, the fact that the little like metaphorical idea or like symbolic idea of holding a soldier in your hand.
Yeah.
That's cool shit. And also the fact that the husband just kind of disappeared.
Yeah,
after she, like-
exactly.
she sounds like maybe not the best type of person.
No, not quite. But she's an innocence, so like that automatically means she's good. So
Yeah.
because it
Yeah,
has
we
a
gotta
good
believe
word. It sounds good. I like the way it makes me feel when I think about it. So it's good.
Yes.
Automatically.
Yeah. Same.
And those
Yeah,
people
gotcha.
and she was beautiful with blonde hair. She had the blondest hair, dude.
Yeah.
So when she
She was
unleashed an
attractive.
army, she was attractive. She was blonde. So when she unleashed an army against hordes of people, or masses of people,
The dissenters.
yeah, then they must have done something to deserve it, because someone so beautiful would never do something bad. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, obviously.
I like that. All right.
Thank God for Dolores Day.
Yeah. Let's go.
This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
It's also
You're
funny
to
that
be afraid.
Oh,
There's-
sorry, I didn't mean to click.
It's
You
all
stood
good.
there for over 5 minutes.
Sorry.
It was longer than 5 minutes, Kim. We had
Yeah,
a whole
didn't you hear us
conversation.
talking about those issues?
Doesn't matter. I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
All right. I don't know if this is one where we're going to be able to click through every single one, but let's see.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
She's
Glowing
somehow...
lungs. That's fucked up.
Why did we tolerate this bourgeois woman that long before we shot her? I mean, I don't know.
I think that's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, right? She's
Yeah.
just nothing, just looking around. She's beautiful. She's not human. War criminal.
Let's hit her.
Let's hit her with the bourgeois.
Let's hit her. Yeah.
She introduced us to the idea of public education, retirement, and modern diplomacy.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. She was the catalyst for those things. Then she's at the very least gray.
Okay, yeah, let's see how... Hopefully there's more to it. She introduced the idea of retirement. So before that, you just work until you die. Public education? I don't know what else there would be before that.
Modern diplomacy. What the fuck is modern diplomacy?
Well, it's
Tune
the
in
way...
on Wednesday to find out.
Yeah, well, that's what... Yeah, right? Modern diplomacy. That reminds me of when people always say, like, they are threatening our way of life. It's like, well, okay, well, so what is our way of life? Making sure that no one else has other opinions and, you know, or else
Yeah.
they get blown up? Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty tight. All right.
Either way,
Take a moment to think
this
about
church,
representative
we
democracy.
shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost.
Is that democracy?
That might be a real... That really might be a Wednesday topic. I don't know. It's looking
Yeah.
like that seems to be the biggest
Let's talk
thing.
about
We
it
were
on
talking
Wednesday.
about that
That'll be good.
before this, too, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's reconstruct the glass.
All right. We want to throw on the other item, or we want to just go for it?
Let's throw it on.
Okay, yeah.
It would just it would be annoying to it would
make
be annoying,
sure.
so.
Yeah. What was that? Glasses, right?
Mhm.
These ones. No, these. Visual calculus? Yeah, right.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
Ooh,
Are we
how come the
losing
plus
any?
two is- How come the +2 is green?
Oh,
because we
it-
just
it-
had it went
Yeah, I
away.
guess it goes green if you put it for like a second.
Oh,
yeah, I guess
yeah,
to
gotcha,
let
gotcha,
you know.
gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed that too for a second when you pointed it out, actually. Okay. Let's see.
The mother of humanism
There we
stands above you.
All right, let's
83%
reconstruct the
is pretty-
glass.
Wax painting
Let's roll.
onto the shards
No
in
way.
the
Are you
window.
kidding me?
You see
All right,
little
whatever.
pearls of light on the edges of the
We'll come-
crack
we'll come back.
that splits the female figure.
Damn.
Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emotion. What it said, you do not know.
Okay, so there's a message there. All right, so
We'll figure it out.
visual calculus. All right, that's kind of weird that we fail on an 83, but or whatever.
Do we
that
do
was.
we have a level up point? Because we could just throw it in there.
We
anyway,
do,
'cause
but is that something we really care about? Well, let's see how visual
I feel
calculus
like I mean,
sounds.
well, also the visual calculus comes into play when I think it's no, it's never mind. It's conceptualization. I was
All
thinking
right.
about because I'm really interested to see what we would do with that wall. Remember?
Oh, the one, That we
There
were
was like
gonna
a
paint?
wall, the one by Cindy the Skull.
the one we might paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that at some point. Hopefully.
Yeah, true. Okay. All right, you know
Okay.
what? Maybe we do throw one in here. Maybe, I don't
Why
know.
not?
It just feels weird because it's already high. It's just we failed by total bad luck, you know? It feels weird to waste a point on that, but...
Well, I mean, the visual calculus thing I feel like comes in handy.
Yeah, true, and a lot of things pop up from it, I think. All
I
right,
mean,
let's
also
just do it.
I feel like we get a shit ton of levels as well.
Yeah, you're
too,
right.
So.
You're right.
And we basically filled up our whole thought
Yeah,
tree.
and we level up fast enough where, like, pretty much any time we're like, ooh, I wish I had a point right now, we do have a point laying around, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, what do
basically.
we have on here? Yeah, we only have one slot left on here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it again.
The mother of humanism stands
92.
above you.
92.
The precious and the jigsaw
All right, there it
broken
is. Okay.
shards falls
Nice,
into
look at-
place
that's
in
cool
front of
looking.
you.
Oh,
A
wow.
ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a leitmotif below them both.
Okay. What shattered this mosaic? Who is the older woman? The motto. Okay, we could probably definitely go through all of these. So.
Yeah.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown.
Wow.
Something during the raid the lieutenant mentioned, or just
Yeah.
hooligans looking for something to break.
All right. Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence Dei advised. Above, she herself is whole.
Alrighty.
Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, Theriers, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
Alright, the motto, what does it say? That's what we really are here for at this point.
Below both women, in luminous black letters,
Ah.
Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
Nice.
Okay.
Afterlife, death.
Yeah, and then after death, life is new, or something like that.
Yeah.
Life is renewed, or something.
And then, along the left side, après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
That one I don't know as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully it translates for us.
Yeah. Mon, I don't know.
Le Monde.
After the something, and after that, the something is new.
The day? The day?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully it does translate. Let's see.
I think it will.
After life,
Oh, okay.
death.
Yeah.
After death, life again.
Right, okay.
Oh, the
After
pale.
the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
I do like the afterlife, death, after death, life again.
Yeah.
Cool. I want to find out more about the fucking pale.
Yeah, what is that even supposed to mean here?
The pale usually refers to the unknown, the limits of
Okay.
knowledge. It's beyond the pale is far out.
Okay, got it.
Something like that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Okay, cool. All right.
Let's tell Kim about it.
Okay, yeah. Lieutenant, this used to say this.
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
You know what's interesting?
What's up?
They're talking about the pale as if we understand what the pale is. Why can't we be like, what's the pale?
Yeah, right? Because I genuinely don't really know.
Yeah. Okay. So let's.
All right.
Hopefully that gets filled in for us.
Yeah, maybe we can do both of these. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the slogan, no more, however. Let's say why, right? Or do we?
Yeah.
We could probably do
Let's.
both.
I think why is more interesting
Yeah.
than what
it
is
was
it now.
deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
Oh, well, then that's pretty important. We got to keep it macho, you know.
Yeah.
All
Gotta
right.
be tough.
Yeah, you got to be a big tough guy.
But what after life, death, after death, life again, after the pale? That's not fucking. That's I don't feel like that's gendered.
I mean, but in I could see people being like, "Hey, I don't think about that stuff. I just worry about, doing what I got to do." I don't
Shoot
think about
first. Ask
Yeah,
questions
exactly. Oh god. All right. Well, what's the motto now? It's probably I don't know. Let's
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
later.
There it is. Words.
I like the other one better.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
4.
I like this. Puts the fear of God back in the. Oh my god. No, that's just
Dude,
crazy.
we should do another playthrough though and play as a really.
100%. I want to be a.
I
brute-
gotta see what happens. I
all
wanna see if we can get Kim
physical-
I want to see if Kim will leave us.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I
know
want
what
to
I
do
mean?
one where we just fuck up as much as possible. Just literally, just
Yeah.
all pain threshold, physical instrument, electrochemistry, pretty much
Yeah,
just all
drugs and violence.
that. Yeah, just drugs, violence, and just we join Measurehead and stuff like that,
yeah.
and just go down that path. and just see how
That
like
would be
much
so
we could just
funny.
destroy like
Yeah.
ourselves and everyone around us, just to see what it would be like.
Yeah.
It could be very
think
funny.
I think it would be really funny.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
let's do the freaking
I like the other one better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's step back.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
All right. Let's
Alright.
turn away.
Now let's do the computer thing.
Yes. Okay. You mind taking a really quick break though?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right. Just
Yeah.
not long.
We'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be right back. And we're back. All right.
Ready to go. Let's check out this goddamn computer.
Let's do it.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Okay, we wanted to do play, right? That's how we...
Yeah.
Okay.
The speaker comes
Fortress
to life.
Accident.
Static seeps through the machine's
Yeah.
planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Yes.
Good evening. Fortress accident on Soona. This is the East Insulindian Computer Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Okay, let's try this again. I
Yeah.
think I have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife. Death.
Yes.
Good. I have unlocked the
Leveled up.
There we go. Fucking skill
Got it
point.
back.
The code
Yeah.
is press print to access the filament.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks,
No,
but I'm
thank you.
finished, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep well, Fortress accident.
Oh, yeah, it is late.
Huh, yeah.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Hidden print?
Up that print, boy. Yeah.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Let's read it.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used a crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in.
Okay.
The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Yeah, let's ask him, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Our case? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, makes
It
sense.
must be some
Yeah.
local eccentric.
Okay. It might be the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right? Alright, read the second
Oh.
entry.
6th of
Maybe, I
February,
don't
No,
know.
I think it's I
51.
think it's the
Had a
computer
little
people,
chat
the
with
video
the
game
local
people.
fisherman.
Oh,
Said I
that
shouldn't
makes
go
a lot
near
more
that
sense.
place.
Yeah.
That the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
okay. I say that just because it looked like, I thought he was the one who set up those, like, electrical things with the plates of water.
Oh, gotcha.
Alright. Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
Good question.
Fair enough, Kim. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Alright, let's read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Okay, so this is other programmers probably she's talking about.
Alright.
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Okay.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
At a loss?
Yeah, let's say it.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying.
Right.
Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Well, let's ask about these people, right? Artists, programmers,
Yeah.
Lexi, who are they?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area.
Yeah.
They must
Right.
be our former co-workers.
Pretty cool.
Fifth
12th
entry.
of February,
Yeah.
51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
Yeah.
Keep reading. I'm interested now.
Yeah,
I
right.
want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Alright.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Okay, so that's, we
that's
saw that last
the weird
time.
quiet. Yeah.
Yep. In the center of the church, there's like a place where like all sound disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is she talking about?
Lieutenant looks to his right, toward the silence. Yeah. Read the 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
Okay. Makes sense, I guess.
The pillar
Yeah.
of silence.
That's
She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
I guess ask about it.
Yeah, what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Okay, keep going.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again.
Okay. I think we know who they're talking about with our
Yeah.
young meth
boys.
manufacturers. Right.
Yeah. Or amphetamine, whatever the hell.
Yeah,
they're making.
right, basically. Well, yeah, exactly.
Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor
silly.
it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
Okay.
That disco
Oh, okay.
man must be a cell.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
must be when she said she went in and then there was a
Yeah.
spider man or a crab man.
Yeah, a woman and a crab man.
Yeah. Okay. She must be describing a cell. Yes.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Okay.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez
that from
of
us?
her.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so.
That's so funny. I wonder if you don't do it, if it's says
Yeah, it probably wouldn't say anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How Martinez of her. All right, that's me. I was the one who broke into the radio computer.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay,
the
perfect, yeah.
storekeeper must be placed sounds. Yeah, let's say that, right?
I knew
Plaisance.
it wasn't a good
Yeah.
idea to meddle with the machine.
Why? It's all good.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Okay. Let's keep going.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air.
Okay.
Your reading is interrupted by
Oh.
the sound of the church door opening.
Interesting.
A strange
Okay.
woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Soona.
There she is. Straight for it. Okay.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
Yes, of course, because we've used the computer twice.
Yeah, I know, right?
We're pro now.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
I can assure you, I'm an expert circuit bender. I'm not breaking into your computer. I'm using it to access coalition military data links. Okay. We're here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers. We're not.
I mean, is why we're in here.
That is true. We're not just breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead searching for my lost identity.
I don't know. Your call. All of them are fine with me.
Maybe number 2.
Okay, cool.
Representing the music venue organizers. We did say we would talk to them, right? Kinda. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here.
Okay.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Yeah. Okay. You want to talk to her?
Yeah, let's talk to her, and then I guess we'll wrap up after
Okay.
however that goes.
Yeah, let's see.
Because we're starting to approach an hour and a half.
Yeah, right.
What is it?
Okay. We could... Alright, what is it? Oh yeah, well she just said that. Alright, she's hunched over, gently illuminated by the purring.
Let's ask two. I wanna make sure. Because
Hey.
I'm 100% positive, basically, but...
Yes, hey, are you the lead programmer of We're All Untethered by any chance? That's the RPG that we saw being developed.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that before.
Right? Isn't that?
No, I didn't realize the name of it.
Oh, I didn't realize it either until you just pointed that out, and I just said it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Yes. Or no. Not anymore. That project is dead.
Damn.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
Okay.
I didn't break anything, did I?
Yeah.
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Does not look like a big loss. Okay, that's a good thing. Alright, sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
It's pretty badass.
Orbis.
You're not here to hire me.
Orbis?
I
What-
don't really know how I can
I don't know.
What's Orbis?
I don't know. I just like the word.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. if you're not here to help hire me, don't know if I can help you, okay?
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager.
Alright.
I think we can probably run through these.
Okay. Have you
So,
seen the
yeah,
crab
but,
man? Let's ask.
No?
Alright, but you know he's around.
Yes.
Okay. He's seen you. He must have seen you. It sounds like you're not worried about him at all.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
No. You're right. I'm not.
Cool. Very matter of fact. Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an antenna?
Yeah.
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
RAM prefect. That's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then antenna is processing unit.
Yes?
Okay.
You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
No, I'm a master.
No, I'm a
circuit
master
bender.
Maybe we could say we know a little.
I really don't know much about anything
Oh, actually,
in this world, to be
yeah, that
honest.
one's a good one.
Yeah, let's go
That's
with
a good one. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Okay, yeah, what is on air?
On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region.
Okay.
This feels exactly like what it's like in real life whenever I try to learn about computers. It's like, well, duh, you don't know about the licensing for Lintel? Come on. You don't know that that's how you draw power? Like, what?
It's
Lintel.
all around us.
Yeah, Lintel.
That's what on air means.
Okay, got it. So it's inspired by... Oh, well, I guess it's a radio, but... I was thinking it was like a Tesla coil type situation.
Like love.
Okay. I mean, didn't expect that to come out of nowhere, but hey, I guess so. Love is in the air.
Nicely done.
Um,
Conceptualization coming through.
yeah. And the AR-1, is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians.
Okay.
Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
Yeah, she seems very into her work. Okay.
Yeah. What are you doing with your radio computer?
Yeah.
I'm working.
Okay. Gathered that.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
Okay.
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do. And you're not helping.
Okay. Is your REM perfect radio computer or prefect radio computer made exclusively for the government use?
Good.
Yeah.
So you do know something about computers. You're right.
And you...
Prefect is used mostly by the government peeps.
Peeps? Nice.
That's interesting.
And you work for the government?
No, I don't.
So why do you have it?
Because I needed something good for my investigation, and Reims Civic is widely agreed to be below all standards, so I had to upgrade.
Okay.
Besides, owning a Reims prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
No, actually, it is kind of a big deal. You don't see Ream prefects in every police department, for example.
How'd you get your hands on it?
I know a friend of a friend who used to freelance for the Coalition. I was actually aiming for the military-grade Reim Rational series, but couldn't find one. Prefect is mainly based on the same technology as Reims Civic, so it's kind of a rip-off. But it does have better compatibility with newer antenna models, so I won't complain.
I like her for some reason. She's like so genuine about her just like one-track mind. Like she really just lives in this little world, you know? Like, all right. What about those bowls of water over there?
They are connected to my Reim prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Okay, right. I'll try not to touch anything. Next question.
Great.
All right. What are you doing in an abandoned church?
Yeah.
You really like those questions, don't you?
I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask. You're occupying public space. I need to know what you're doing here. There have been numerous complaints from your neighbors. I don't know. What do you think?
I think one is like the most...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It sounds a little.
Like,
It always feels a little douchey whenever you pick the option that it's like I'm a police officer. I need to do this, you know. But
yeah.
the other ones are
This
a little
one-
much. Like,
Yeah, I feel like this one reads more like, I don't know.
yeah, it's
this
like,
is just
hey,
a
I'm
thing that
just
I
doing
do.
what I gotta do, man. You know.
Yeah.
Good point. Okay.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
Okay.
What research?
She's ready to stand her ground. Wow. What research?
I'm looking
Yeah.
for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
What?
Nice. Nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said.
Right. Okay. Good point.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but
It has to do with
doesn't
this
say
silent
anything.
section.
Yeah.
Oh boy, interesting.
Is
Oh,
the,
yeah, 2 I was gonna say.
okay. Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal? A hole in the world. What does that mean exactly? Yeah, I'd prefer that.
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure Nothing.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's
Love
now absorbed in the conversation. Okay. Cool.
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on a moment. Does it mean that we're now living in a world that has holes in it?
Yeah.
Can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it. I don't know. I'm not here for science. I just want to solve a murder so I can go home.
Yeah, I think one though.
Yeah, probably. All right, let's do it.
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out?
I can't even understand how we're talking. Okay, I guess maybe the first one? Don't know how to talk about, measure things like that. Okay,
You measure it by its surroundings.
right.
By that which does exist. Which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence. To find out where it begins.
Makes sense.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Okay. Is the whole connected to the data loss in your journal? Yeah, right? Maybe. Why not? It looks like we could go through these.
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Do you have any idea where it's located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Okay, she looks up. Okay.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark, most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe. But it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is weird and interesting.
This is where the crab man lives.
Yeah, you just gotta say it. 'Cause that's the only thing anyone would ever say in this situation.
I know.
You don't think the crab man might be somehow responsible here?
I
No,
hope so.
I don't.
Oh.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her
Oh,
hands typing
shush.
hundreds of commands into the machine.
Alright, you said that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Yeah.
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
Yeah.
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
You don't have a what? Maybe we could help. Alright, that's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now. For now. For now. We gotta get back to the scary 2mm hole.
hole.
Yeah. Alright.
Great. Thanks.
Oh, there's still more.
We'll come back to the millimeter hole.
Yeah, I guess so. How do you feel about
Yeah.
unaudic dance music? Okay, yeah.
What? I hate it.
I
Yeah.
bet she
Fair.
hasn't even heard it.
Have you even listened to it? Like, actually listened? What are you, 40?
What are you, 40?
Same here. It just doesn't connect here. It just doesn't connect here like disco. That was quick. Why do you hate it? I don't know.
I think. Okay. Wow, that was
Yeah,
quick. Why
I
do you
agree
hate
with
it?
that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about a club for anaudic dance music?
Yeah.
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
I've
mean,
got
it
some
might
news.
be.
It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
Yeah, I heard they were also planning on building a drug lab. A youth center would be nice. A petting zoo. Maybe some community space to help the elderly. I'm convinced they want to establish a nightclub with the dance music. It's their dream. Huh.
We want to just be straight up.
I feel like we can be with her. I feel like she's not
Yeah.
gonna care if it's a dance club or that, you know.
Yeah.
All right, drug lab.
Bingo!
Yep.
That's exactly what they're up to.
Ah, wonderful.
Oh yeah, he didn't really know that. He
No, he
wasn't in
didn't
the
know
tent
that at
with us. It's like, oops, yeah, sorry, I didn't mention that, Kim. No, yeah, it's like I was only in there for like 2 hours chilling.
He's like, we're trying to figure out who hung this man, and you're trying to help kids fucking set up a drug lab in a
Yeah,
club
exactly.
in a fucking abandoned church.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's where the
Wonderful.
crab man lives. Yeah. All right, let's go.
Now this house of worship is also going to be a drug lab. Always something fascinating happening in towns.
indeed.
They're just encouraging an active youth culture here. Nothing wrong with that. Mind-altering substances are a vital part of an nautic club scene. It helps to bring the community together, or say nothing. I don't know.
I think just say 2.
2? Okay, yeah, why not? Let's just throw it out there. Brings the community together.
Yeah, what I said before. Not possible
Okay.
to appreciate that kind of music without being high as a kite.
She's just so logical.
possible.
She's like,
It's
I
possible."
can see that. Yeah, that would make sense. You know.
So that's settled. Great. No nightclubs in the church then.
Okay, we got something here. All right.
Well, maybe we can still convince her later. We'll
Yeah.
see.
All right, I guess that's about it for now. Unless, do we want to ask about this again to see if there's any other dialogue?
Nah.
Yeah,
I
right.
think we're... Yeah.
Let's work in peace. All right. I mean, I think that's a good point
Yeah.
to. And the game is even auto-saving. It's letting us know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully we're able to come back and learn more about the hole and
Yeah, I'd
stuff.
love to know about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
couldn't
surprised.
it just be like
I
a
thought she was gonna ask us to do something.
right?
but-
I feel like there's got to be some kind of follow-up where we could help her. 'Cause
Yeah,
also, it's like
we might
you're-
need more information or something, or
Yeah, like you're using a radio computer, and you experience data loss, and it appears as though it's a hole in the world itself. Maybe it's
Yes.
just like there's like radio interference or something, you know? Like, come on.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
also, why is it like acoustically we also find it to be a silent zone too? You know, like it's kind of
yeah.
weird.
It is a mystery.
Yeah.
that hopefully
Yeah,
we'll
hopefully.
solve.
We are a detective after all. We're
Yeah.
Lieutenant Freydair or whatever it's called.
But yo, this is what I'm saying. But things might get like, you know, they keep like hinting at like a lot of like metaphysical stuff.
Yeah. It's funny, we actually talked about that last time. We're like, there's nothing
Yeah.
supernatural yet, right? Like,
This shit might start collapsing and getting weird. They're like, oh shit, no, the commercial stuff actually is haunted.
yeah,
and, like,
yeah. Like that's what it all comes down to. It's like the
Yeah.
person was actually hanged by the specter of the
Yeah, exactly,
actual commercial
exactly.
zone.
Yeah. Guard's actually a ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't
Cool.
know. That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little different with that little sidebar moment there. Yeah, with our
That was fun. That was
little
fun. though.
rant. But yeah, it's important. It needs to be.
Well, if you made it
discussed.
this far into the video, here's some information. You know, we're just trying new stuff.
Yeah.
Things are in flux all the time. We're just like, you know, figuring this whole live streaming and YouTube life out.
Yeah.
And it's enjoyable.
It's very.
We out
enjoyable.
here we out here having a good time.
We sure
And
are.
and also, if you made it this far, like and subscribe.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It would be great to have
Yeah.
other people to interact with and just have fun with this. Cause
Yeah. And yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
cool to talk to people about all this stuff, you know.
Yeah. And if you watch this and it's not yet Wednesday, hop in. Hop
Yeah.
in on Wednesday. Come give us a chat. We're gonna seemingly we might be talking about democracy
Yeah, I think so.
as a whole.
Yeah, we're trying to do a little more focused, like, you know, let's talk about something specific instead of just how you doing, what's on your mind lately.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we end up
But,
going into
yeah.
random stuff too, so it should be
Yeah.
fun.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
hopefully we'll see you then, or next week, or whatever. If anyone enjoys this, hopefully we
Yeah.
enjoy it. So, and we
Yeah.
would enjoy if you enjoyed it with us. That's what it's really
Yes.
all about. So,
And thanks for coming.
yes. See ya.
This is the Pine Man.